On this episode, we talk about what happens when your offer is rejected and can you sell your home as is? Welcome everyone to episode 028 of the Ask Jason Gelios show. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And we got a pretty cool episode here. So I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and advice on what to do next when your offer on a home is rejected. And I'm going to also share with you whether or not you can sell a home as is condition. But first I'm going to share with you a fun fact about the number 28. We all love dominoes, right? There are 28 dominoes in a full set. Interesting fact there regarding the number 28. So let's go ahead and jump into this episode. While it's not common for your offer to be completely rejected, meaning a lot of times you get a counter offer, it does happen. So if you're a home buyer and you're out there and you place an offer on a home with your agent or without an agent, and you get a rejection back, then it can mean a bunch of things. But the most common is that maybe they accepted another offer, or maybe they didn't like your price. It was too low and they just rejected it because maybe the seller was offended or whatnot. But usually when your offer is rejected, it means that you have to look at a couple things. So you have to look at the price that you offered, and if you were asking for anything above and beyond, meaning were you asking for all the furniture and the playscape in the yard and the price was low. Maybe the seller just said, you know what, I'm not going to accept your offer or even counter because that's ridiculous. So every case is different, but what you do when your offer is rejected is review what your original offer was, try to get some more information that may help you come in stronger if that bridge was not burned. So I stress this in other videos too, where you want to make sure that you come in with an offer that's not going to be a lowball offer, let's say. Okay, you want to be fair and reasonable, and therefore you should get an accepted offer or you should get a counter offer. So, which a counter offer would be if your offer was rejected at X amount that you offered, they counter offer and say, well, we like your offer, but we just got to tweak the price. We don't want to go that, we don't want to accept that low. We want to accept X amount higher, and that's a counter offer. So that's why it's very rare for an offer to be flat out rejected. That typically means that the seller was not happy with your offer at all, or they found another offer and they went with that offer and just said no thanks. That offer was very good, and therefore you got rejected. So it does happen. Don't take it personal. It's just something that you have to be prepared for, and go from there. One of my sellers recently asked me, can I sell my home as is? My short answer is yes, you can actually do that, but you have to state it. There's things that you have to do. So you want to make sure that it's clear on the listing that it's sold as is condition, meaning the seller, you're not going to do anything to the home should something need to be done, or if there's an issue, you're not going to really budge on it. So in my experience, selling a home as is condition typically means you're going to get less money, just because you're putting more risk onto the buyer, and so they're going to be a little bit more timid about moving forward, and therefore you're less price. A couple of homes that I've sold where they were as is condition, they needed a lot of work, and therefore the buyers that we attracted were investors and things like that. So just know that if you're not selling it as is, you're going to reach more buyers, more people. If you're selling a home as is condition, you're going to have a smaller buyer pool out there, and you have to disclose it pretty much everywhere. On the listing, ticket on the MLS, your agent has to make it clear that it's as is. It has to be clear in the offer that you get that, hey, this is as is condition. So make sure that when someone presents an offer that it says in there as is. On a side note, if a home buyer wants to have an inspection, even though it is as is condition, that's okay. An inspection helps the buyer realize what is right or wrong with the home, and therefore they can analyze that information and figure out how much it's going to cost for them to bring the house up to the right condition, or how much they have to spend to fix it up. So you can sell a home as is condition. So that concludes this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios Show, episode 028. Thanks again for watching. I want to just mention that, for those of you that are just getting in on the show, that I upload this to Facebook every Thursday, as well as YouTube, and on my website, it's allabouttherealestate.com. So I make it extremely easy to watch this. Even some of my videos are on Pinterest. Believe it or not, you can do that. So be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for sending in your questions. And I'm going to leave on this note with our question of the week, and that is, do you prefer carpet or hardwood floors or marble floors? Do you prefer carpet or do you prefer hard floors? So thanks for watching, and I look forward to your comments. Hey, have you guys hit the subscribe button yet? If not, please do so, because I don't want you guys to miss out on valuable information. And while you're at it, you can visit my website. It's allabouttherealestate.com. Thanks for watching.